Since going through Peak Launch in the Gapin Institute, I'm still in the process of going through it, but I've lost almost 20 pounds. My energy is through the roof because I was getting pretty fatigued as well. I remember everything now. If I go into a room, I know why I'm going into the room. And so the brain fog is completely gone. I'm sharp again and just energetic. And when you own your own business and you have staff that are relying on you to be on your game and to keep the business running, it's important. It's a lot of stress, but knowing that the brain is firing on all cylinders and the heart's working properly and the gut's coming back as well really, really helps out with everything. Not just your health, but every aspect of life. My name is Tom Jacobs, and I help entrepreneurs with growing their business through practical sales and as a heart-led sales coach. I used to own a gym and a fitness center, so a very, very healthy person, nutrition, exercise every day. I didn't have any really big health concerns, although as I get older, it was harder to maintain the weight. And then over the last 3 months prior to working with Gapin Institute, I was starting to have really bad brain fog and not really like memory issues, but when you walk into the room and you're like, why did I walk in here? What was I looking for? That was happening like multiple times a day. And so I decided to go ahead and get some testing done with the Gapin Institute. And that was an absolute game changer. Just getting the testing by itself, not even going through the protocols at that point, because now I knew what was going on. And it ended up a leaky gut. I was sensitive to some foods, which I would never have thought somebody would be sensitive to eggs and wheat products, but I was also sensitive to mint and to cashew. But I had an egg sandwich every day on wheat bread. And I was like, well, that explains a lot why I'm not losing any weight and I feel puffy all the time. And just knowing that and then eliminating wheat and eggs every day, in the first week and a half, I lost almost 8 pounds, which just blew me away. That for me was the game changer. What really surprised me was just the report of findings with Sean, and to have a whole hour to go through and really educate on the different labs. This was like 200 different blood markers. It was a stool test. It was like a lot of stuff to go through. It just made sense the way that he connected it. And then came up with a game plan. Once I got the supplementation and the peptides, then it was game on at that point. To date, I've lost almost 20 pounds. I would definitely recommend Gapin Institute to family and friends, but for anybody that's just kind of on the fence about working with the Gapin Institute, get off the fence, go work with them. It's a no-brainer. The investment is well worth it. You need to be making sure that your body's on point and your mind's on point. And Gapin can help you do that.